do you have one kind of key takeaway that you could share with us that you learned coming out of that and rebuilding? Because I feel like that so many people right now, right? Even, if you lost your job, you lost your job, but there are a lot of people out there who have spent every last dime. They've got second mortgages on their homes, that they've done just what you said. They took all these years to build a business because it's how long it takes. It is not an overnight thing.
Yes. Yeah.
But it feels like we lost it overnight. So what's kind of like your one gleaming or learning from that?
Well, number one, for me also, it was devastating.
Mm-hmm.
It rocked my world, and I decided I had the decision to make to either retire at the time and the reason I didn't was for three reasons. One is I was defiant. Nobody is going to retire me. I will retire when I want to retire because that happens to so many people. You get close to retirement and then people say, well, you're out the door. And it's like, wait a second, I had more to give. Mm-hmm. The second reason was I have more to say. I had so much stuff that I wanted to do. Even the book and the online courses, my classes were getting them, but nobody outside of the people who were in my classroom were getting them. So I had more that I wanted to do, which to me is the most important thing. I think that you've got to have a clear vision of what you are attempting to do, and then after you do that, then it will be, okay, now what is the best way to go about doing that? I think a lot of people now are wandering. For some people, I would dare say that this is a good thing, what happened to them. They may not see it now. When I was working in outplacement, I would always ask people, you just lost your job through no fault of your own. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high, 10 being you are as happy as you have ever been in your career, 1 being it's the pits. Where were you when they gave you the notification that this is your last day? And a lot of people, Whitney, said 2 or 3. So basically you were miserable anyway.
Right.
And in the business we call it being tapped on the shoulder, somebody tapping you on the shoulder saying, thank you very much, don't come back tomorrow. And I said, what was it going to take for you to tap yourself on the shoulder? So I know I'm talking to some of your listeners now who are saying, yeah, I was miserable. Okay, this is a great opportunity for you to reset your North Star and say, where am I going to go? What do I want to do? What is my vision? And what's the best way to get there now? And I'm actually seeing this as a blessing in disguise, because how much longer would I have been miserable if some of this hadn't happened to me? Now, that's not everybody.
Yeah.
The other people, still the clear vision and how to get there. What do I want to do? How do I go about doing that? And then how do I pull on my strengths to do that? And I think a lot of people haven't decided that. They say, my job is not coming back. The job that I had is not there. The restaurant is gone, or the small business is out of business. What then do I want to do now with my life? So that is the first step. And once you get that, then it's a matter of, okay, let me put the pieces in place to get there. But I think a lot of people are probably still struggling. Do I even want to go back into the same career that I wanted to before?
Yeah.
So to me, I fortunately knew what I wanted to do. And then it was just a matter of how do I go about doing that and getting into a field that I knew absolutely nothing about. Converting my business from being in the classroom to online. I knew nothing about online. And fortunately enough, I had the time via the money that I had saved to stay in business long enough to do some of the conversion. But it's really finding out what you're passionate about. And because when you find that, you may not be able to move into a career right now with that, but you should constantly be evaluating, how do I get closer to what I am gifted to do, which I will do better than most people because it is my gift. And so I won't struggle with it. You should, in your career, you should be always searching for that. And so some people, I would say, if you start there, they're going to go, wait a second, maybe this is a good time for me to totally change my direction.